Hey everyone, Elite Trainer CJ here, and today we are doing the top 5 fighting type Pokemon currently in Pokemon Go. So we're going to be going over the top 5 fighting type Pokemon. As you can see on here, I got Machamp and Gallade up here on the screen. Both of them will show up on this list because they are very great when it comes to fighting typing. So, let's go ahead and get right into this list, but before we do, make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so that way you won't miss another video. I'm Elite Trainer CJ, and let's get going with this top 5. Coming in at the number 5 spot is Hariyama. Look at that shiny, it's a beautiful shiny. Max CP of 2,829, ranking in at 77th in Pokemon Go. HP is 247, ranking in at 7th. Attack is 209, ranking in at 91st. Defense is a miserable 114, ranking in at 316th. And Stamina is a whopping 302, ranking in at 7th in Pokemon Go. Now this Pokemon has a nice shiny. Cool story is that my very first shiny, I was playing Pokemon Emerald. We were doing kind of like a race. I was doing a race with a couple of friends of mine from work, and we were like, oh, whoever beats Emerald, you know, all the way until after you catch, after you beat the Elite Four and after you catch Rayquaza, that is, you know, that's where it determines who wins, and I won, because, I don't know, Emerald's just one of my favorite games, it is my favorite Pokemon game. So, throughout this run, I was going through the area where like Aron and Makuhita show up, and I was just leveling up. Next thing you know, just a shiny Makuhita shows up on the screen, and I freak out. So that was my very first shiny. It was pretty cool, and I really liked that. But yes, Makuhita, Hariyama, the shiny is very nice on it, but I will say it is very good at defending gyms, and really attacking is alright. Attacking gyms, raids, because it lasts a long time because of the stamina and the HP. But really, if it gets some super effective moves to it, that defense isn't going to really help it out. So I will not say use this for PvP whatsoever, but I will say, if you want to, and if you have the shiny, go ahead and flex it when you're doing beating down a gym or defending the gym. Anyways, let's go into the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot is Blaziken. That one's the shiny one too. It's not that much different than the original, just a little bit more, a little bit darker, I do believe. Max CP of 2,848, ranking in at 75th in Pokemon Go. HP is 160, ranking in at 125. Attack is 240, ranking in at 34th. Defense is 141, ranking in at 224. Stamina is 190, ranking in at 113th. Now, really, the thing that helps Blaziken out is the attack stat. I think that Hariyama would actually beat it when it comes to overall, against the rest of the fighting types, just because it will last longer than Blaziken. In my opinion, the HP and stamina is a lot lower than Hariyama, so I will say that Hariyama is going to last quite a bit longer than some of these top 5s actually. But Blaziken actually hits pretty hard, and it has the dual typing of fire and fighting, and I do believe that Blast Burn is one of its best moves. But when it comes to fighting type, it's alright. You can use it for defending gyms, attacking gyms, raids. I really, you only want to put it in gyms if you want to flex the shiny, but just about everybody has the shiny if they did community day. PvP, I will not use it. Just my preference. I know it's alright because of Blast Burn, but there's a couple other Pokemon that do it a little bit better, like Charizard or even Typhlosion, that also have the move. So, yes, Blaziken is overall not that bad, but not as good as Hariyama just because it doesn't last as long, but that's just, preference. Anyways, let's go into the number 3 spot. Coming in at number 3 is probably the best, rounded Pokemon on this list. It's Machamp ranking in, well, there's a max CP of 3,056 ranking in at 45th in Pokemon Go. HP is 173rd, ranking in at 86th. Attack is 234, ranking in at 48th. Defense is 159, ranking in at 163. And Stamina is 207, ranking in at 78th. This Pokemon is overall pretty good. Defense is its worst stat, but really it has the HP and Stamina to keep it around a little bit. The attack stat is really nice on it, and it's really good for attacking gyms, especially if you have your Blissey's and Snorlaxes in there. It would definitely take it down. The really good thing about this Pokemon is that it has a good move set of what is it? I know Dynamic Punch, and I'm trying to remember the quick move. But anyways, it's good for attacking gyms, defending. I mean, you should defend a gym with this. Defense is not that great, but the stamina and HP kind of make up for it a little bit. For raids, if you did like a Tyranitar, this is 4 times effective to it because Tyranitar is Rock and Dark type. So, it's, 4 times weak to the Machamp. But yes, Machamp's pretty good to use in raids. I would not use it for PvP, just because, there's just other Pokemon that kind of just outpace it. Really, in all honesty. The ideal moveset is Counter and Dynamic Punch because both of those are like really good when it comes to fighting types. Power Up Punch will do it very good if it was able to learn it, but it doesn't, sadly. Not in Pokemon Go, at least. So there are a couple Pokemon that aren't on the list, like Lucario or Poliwrath, or even Hitmonchan. They're actually really good in PvP, mostly because they learn Power Up Punch. And also Meditite. I'm sorry. How could I forget the number 1 fighting type in PvP, really? But I listed off probably the top 4 right there with Meditite, Lucario, Poliwrath, and Machamp. But anyways, Hitmonchan. I'm sorry, not Machamp. But anyways, Machamp is alright. Pretty good. Just wouldn't use it in PvP. Really, any of these Pokemon on this list, I would not use it for PvP. Because there's just other Pokemon that do it better, especially for the Great League. But anyways, let's go to the number 2 spot. Number 2 spot is Gallade, with a max CP of 3,093, ranking in at 41st in Pokemon Go. HP is 143, ranking in 209th. Attack is 237th, ranking in at 40th. Defense is 195, ranking in 57th. And Stamina is 169, ranking in at 210. Now this Pokemon is alright stat-wise. It's pretty well-rounded. The thing that really kills this Pokemon, though, when it comes to the fighting type perspective, is the fact that it does not get a good moveset. It gets an alright Psychic type moveset with Confusion and Psychic, or even Synchronoise, which is not as good as Psychic or Future Sight, but it's okay since, it is exclusive to Gardevoir and Gallade. But yeah, it does not get a good fighting type moveset. That's the thing that kills this Pokemon for the fighting type perspective, at least. The shiny is great. The stats are good. It's good for attacking and defending gyms, I guess. But just not really the ideal moveset. It doesn't have a ton of weaknesses, but it does have a few. And it's just Pokemon that, like Machamp, that has a better fighting type moveset that, will, outpace Gallade. But I will say that this number 1 spot, if it had a good fighting type moveset, it would probably give Machamp a run for its money. But there's also new Pokemon coming in, like the Gen 5 Pokemon that, will definitely be up on this list when they are released. But let's go ahead and go with what's current right now. And at the number 1 spot is Heracross, With a max CP of 3,101, ranging in at 39th in Pokemon Go. HP is 160, ranging in at 128. Attack is 234, ranking in at 46. Defense is 179, ranking in at 107. And stamina is 190, ranking in at 122. Now, the thing about this Pokemon is, it's a decent fighting type Pokemon, but the thing that kills it is that it's regional. So not everybody is able to get it unless they travel. And really, it's only down south, like the southern tips of Florida and Mexico and South America area. But this Pokemon is pretty good, though. I will say that. The thing about this Pokemon that doesn't make it as good as Machamp, though, is once again the fighting type moveset. But I will say, if you have a Heracross, if you travel down to the tips of Florida, or if you, as long as you live in the U.S., I guess would be the, what I'm trying to say, is that, you can bring it back home, flex it in the gyms, be like, hey, I had this Pokemon, and you don't. But, really, this Pokemon's good for attacking gyms, defending gyms. You can use it to, do raids. It's a pretty good Pokemon. The attack stat is really nice, so yeah, it's really, this Pokemon overall is not bad. It's just that, being a regional, not everybody is able to go down to like Mexico and South America and go get it. So it just makes it a little bit more exclusive than the others. But I will say that Machamp is probably still the favorite of all of these top 5 when it comes to overall, PvP wise. I would probably say maybe Blaziken, but like I said before, there's other fighting type Pokemon that just do it better. But anyways, that is the top 5 fighting type Pokemon currently in Pokemon Go. What do you think of this list? What typing should I do next? Let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell, so that way you won't miss another video. I'm your Elite Trainer CJ, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.